I know, I have these glasses on just as well be a part of my face. I wanted to do a real quick video on that product I told you about yesterday. If you watched my video yesterday, Valentine's Day. Anyway, blood sugar is a deal with a lot of people. And before you know it, it's going to be everybody. Because of the things they put in our foods, okay? We need to eat more natural foods instead of boxed up foods. It's just so easy to do. I mean, when you work so hard and you come home and you're starving and you need to eat or whatever, you use what's fast, you know? Probably not a good idea. But anyway, there's so many things that cause problems with your sugar. And I don't know if it's the fact that your pancreas is getting worn out after all the sugar you've had all through your life. But anyway, I better make this quick because we're expecting somebody and I'll have to stop. So anyway, at the store yesterday, I was looking for Dad's Metamucil. Okay, he takes fiber and he takes the Equate because it's a lot cheaper. But when you have diabetes or just high blood sugar, we'll call it not necessarily diabetes. Okay, you just need to get your sugar under control. This product here I'm going to show you, and it's an Equate brand. But if you want to pay the money for Metamucil, they do have it made with stevia, okay? Don't buy something with aspartame in it. It says no sugar on one of those things. Well, yeah, I looked it up, and guess what? They're using aspartame. Yeah, it makes things taste good, but the long-lasting effects are devastating. So you take it with a grain of salt. If you didn't know before, now you do. I know, it's just Mary Lou saying it, so you don't know it. But anyway, I'm going to show you this product. And hopefully I can see what I'm showing you there. Okay. It says sugar-free with stevia. Okay. Stevia is a plant, so it's natural. It's not artificial. You don't want artificial sugars, guys. You know, your body needs natural stuff. Yeah, I'm going on what I've heard. So anyway, I'm going to read this to you. Helps you feel less hungry between meals. Helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels as part of your diet. Helps lower cholesterol to promote heart health. Promotes digestive health. Gluten-free, sweetened with plant-based stevia. Made with natural flavors and colors. Serving size varies. See directions on back panel. Anyway, for 72 teaspoons, I paid about $12. Okay, so on the back, it's got how to take this product. Put 1 to 2 rounded teaspoons in an empty glass. Mix briskly with 8 ounces or more of cool liquid. Drink promptly and enjoy. Okay. So for these 3 things, it says 1 rounded teaspoon up to 3 times per day. And that is for digestive health by promoting regularity. Heart health by lowering your cholesterol. Healthy blood sugar levels. Take before each meal. Okay, that's for the 1 rounded teaspoon, 3 times a day. And then appetite control, it says take before each meal. 2 rounded teaspoons up to 3 times a day. So if you got a problem with your appetite, you know, when you're hungry, this will help you not be hungry. But the fiber, putting fiber in with your food that you eat will help it not spike. Okay? Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this product because be on the lookout for it. Because it's good just for all kinds of things. And regularity. Getting that poisonous crap out of our body might be a good idea, you know, instead of it laying in there forever, because that's what happens. All up and down. I mean, the digestive system, the intestines are like, I don't know for a fact, but it seems like they're quite long. So they're going up and down in your body, and there you are, you got poop in it, which is poison. I mean, your body is taking everything apart and getting rid of the bad stuff and keeping the good. So you don't want that bad stuff laying around in your intestines. okay? That's my opinion, and I believe it's correct. That's all we need is for that crap to go back into our bodies, you know? Let's get it out of there. So anyway, I'm just now going to start taking this stuff. So you can take it like Dad takes his 2 rounded tablespoons in the morning, but he's got a problem. But see, I don't think you need to rely on this for that particular deal. You need to take care of it yourself. You just need to give it a little help. Give it a little help. And here's something somebody told me a long time ago. I know, weird subject, regularity. I never ate very well, okay? After my first divorce and my emotional upset, I never did eat right again. And I never really ate right before because I was the one that got sick every 2 hours if I didn't eat. So I found myself a lot of times sick with headaches. And my headaches would be sick headaches. I would get nauseous and stuff. Not a pleasant situation at all. And surely I couldn't be a pleasant person to be around either. I think I'll walk out this front door because we're expecting somebody and I'll have to come back in when she gets here. She should have been here already, so I don't know if she's coming. But everybody, you know, is likely to have problems. And we had snow last night. I didn't know we were going to have snow, but I wasn't keeping track. So I'll show you a little bit of that. It's just a little bit and it's all melting. It's melting. I looked into the backyard and saw that we had snow. Because the place where there's dirt, the snow stuck to more. It's melting otherwise. But, so I'm going to walk. I just need to be on the lookout for that lady in case she comes. She was supposed to be here at 10 and it's about 10:30. So she might not be coming. But you'd think they would tell us. They would call and tell us if she's not. Myself, I thought we had decided on Friday. So maybe she's thinking she's supposed to come tomorrow. Dad's the one that told him Thursday. And that was on the phone. That wasn't when she was here. So she might have not got that communication. Communication is very important, you know? Oh my goodness, it's a little bit chilly. And I wore a different, I went ahead and put on my hoodie instead of my jacket. Thought it might be warmer, but actually the wind comes through it. So I don't know if it's warmer. Maybe once I get to walking, it won't feel like it's cold. Standing in the rain. I don't care anymore. That's all I remember of that song. That's not good. It's a very cloudy day. Here, I'll show you the clouds. There are some silverness up there. Maybe there's some silver linings for people. I know I'm being silly. Being silly. Well, it looks to me like Austin and his girlfriend are home. I thought he was going, he might have went to work real early and got off early. I don't know. I thought he was going to work early. I kind of been in my own world, you know, not paying close attention to things around me. And that little car over there that I've talked about before, that little green thing, is a Spark. I think that's what I read, because I saw one yesterday on the road. So I'm pretty sure it's a Spark. Like from a spark plug. Or something that sparks your heart, makes you excited. An igniter, you know? Every car has an igniter, I think. You know, I can't say that. Electric cars, do they have an igniter? What starts them? I know that furnaces have an igniter. And that breeze is cold. So I'm not going to be walking very much at all. Because like I said, I'm a baby. Yeah, I would like it to be warm. I don't want it too warm, don't want it too cold. Ow. Yeah. Keep an eye out. No, I need my eyes in. Oh, So exciting news. I had Dad do my blood sugar this morning because he's got the equipment. Mine's all in Colorado. My blood sugar was down to 158. So that's really good. Great is what I started saying. Great and good mixed together was gay. Anyway, very exciting that it has calmed down. That lady that was supposed to come today, it's amazing how many different, I don't know what I'm trying to say. In other words, most of the time when you can't understand somebody, they're Spanish. But there's other people too. Like, I'm not sure where she's from, but she's not Spanish. And she's very hard to understand. And she's having a hard time understanding us. Nothing like having someone come help you and you can't communicate. And even I will tell you something else. You know what, you people? I think we're all going to be hit with that stick. Meaning, it is hard to communicate with anybody, even if they speak English and you speak English. Because then you've got to use tactics like, you can't tell them the bold truth without them getting their feelings hurt. I'm not real good at that, you know, tact. And it's maddening when you can't communicate with somebody because you're afraid they're going to get their feelings hurt. And then they react to that. So, like in secretarial school, that secretarial science is the trade school I went to. Took. The course I took. It was Trend Business College through a CETA group. And the CETA group had to do with helping low-income people is what I would say. That's how I got my help. Situation where I'm a single mother and I got to go out and work and I have no skills for the marketplace. Well, I have some skills, a little bit, which added to the class I took. What was I going to say about that class? Oh, okay. When you're a secretary and you're in collections and you've got to try to get someone to give you the money that they owe you, but you don't want to send them in the wrong direction, you know. So there's a formula. Whereas you start out your letter and you be kind and nice. You know, your first paragraph is all about that. You appreciate their business and blah, 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 blah. You stroke them a little bit. And then the next paragraph, you tell them, hey, we need our money. In the most tactful manner possible. But, you know, you tell them what is up. And then the next paragraph, you thank them again. So you start sweet and you end sweet. And in the middle, you tell them what's up. So I'm just saying that works for life too. But I'm having a hard time. I feel like my hands are tied. I can't do much. And so I've got these young people living in this house with Dad and me. And they get their feelings hurt really easy. Try to tell them something, you know, they're doing wrong, and they don't appreciate it whatsoever. And then I have my hands tied, because it's not my damn house. If it was my house, there'd be different rules going on, let me tell you. Everybody takes care of themselves, and they listen to the monarchy. In other words, king and queen. As far as I'm concerned, I should be the queen. I'm the one taking care of Dad. But no, I have to watch out what I say and do. And then I have to live with the crap that happens with them not taking care of it. Like cooking on a grill over the stove. Putting a grill right next to the stove, cooking greasy crap. So the grease is flying all over the counter and all over the burner. And then I go in there and I start a burner to cook and I've got smoke flying everywhere because there's grease on the fucking burner. Makes me mad. But there you are, you can't say nothing. Well, it hurt their feelings. So you have to deal with it. I told Dad he's going to deal with it. You know, it won't be long. I'm not going to be here. So whoever's next in line to help Dad, you guys think about it. He really needs to sell his house and go live with us. And when I say us, he's got 5 siblings. I mean, we have 4 siblings that were born of my mom and dad, and 1 that was grandfathered in, and I mean great-grandfathered in, okay? He's 24 years old, and he's my dad's son. And I never knew him as my brother, okay? And I feel bad for the life he had before mom and dad, but he's been with mom and dad since he was 8. So I need to try to remember that. It's just I wasn't here, okay? All I know is he's a great grandson into the mix. So what about all the other great grandchildren that aren't up here? They have their mom and dad, and they have their grandparents, and then they have great grandparents. Anyway, it's just a messed up situation. And I will do my best for a little while longer. But yeah, pretty soon I'm going to be going back to Colorado because I have to. I got to go take care of business. And I've been here long enough. Especially when I have no control. I don't get treated quite well. You know, I should be getting a lot more respect, but I don't have it. And it makes life a little bit disconcerting and not very happy for me. Yes, I have a nice place to live. I have a bathroom to go to. I have a kitchen to cook in. I have a garage to go be alone with. But life, that's not life. That's existing. And I'm not happy. So, I have to get myself happy. Choose to be happy. That's what I've been told by a friend of mine. You know, that's an easy concept to think about. Choose to be happy. But when you're living in situations, you can't always choose that happiness, you know. If I choose to be happy, I'd be leaving. I would be leaving and being in control of my life. But right now, I'm not in control. Yes, you are. You are in control of how you react. I don't react very well sometimes. Anyway, I don't think that lady's coming today or she'd have been here. Unless she's thinking she's supposed to come at 11. See, they changed up the schedule. They've been coming for 2 hours. So they drive over here and they get all involved, and then 2 hours is not enough time. So we're not prepared for she was supposed to be here 5 hours today, 10 to 3. But I bet you she's got it in her head she's coming tomorrow. I don't know. My girlfriend told me a long time ago, and you guys listen up. Those of you who have caregivers coming in, and you're the one doing all the work, you can have that caregiver money given to you. Now, I haven't done it. My girlfriend told me that I could do it. She knows how to get it for me, where I would be getting paid instead of them. But then I never thought I was going to stay this long. I mean, I would go ahead and do that so I at least have some damn money. Last year I was wanting to work. No, you already got a job. You stay here with me. No pay. And yet I'm poverty stricken and I've got the problem. I know I'm bitching. You know, my dad and my mother basically were parents to 2 children, because Harmony was here too. And I don't know who else drove Dad's car except for Austin. But here you got teenagers driving your cars, and they get in accidents. And then a person that is 65 and older comes along that's been driving for how many damn years isn't allowed to drive. because of what happened with the teenagers. Do you think that's right? No. Dad did let me borrow his car to go over to the other side of the state, which just was crazy because he doesn't want me to drive his car at all, really. I can drive him around, but to have freedom myself, I don't have it. So you guys out there with your own car and the decisions that you make, be happy. Be happy they're yours. In my situation right now, I am not free. I am like a prisoner. And it ain't right. Can't be the queen that I should be. Not that I'm his wife, but I am the one taking care of everything. So I'm going to get on to another subject. Just know that I won't be here that much longer. I think by March I'll be going back to Colorado. Just because I got to take care of business. I have no choice. It's just hard to do during the winter time. You can't get a lot done. And my hand is freezing. I didn't take time to put my gloves on. And I don't have my gloves with me because they're in my other coat. I think I better change hands and put this one in my pocket before my fingertips fall off. Well, here comes a car. Let's see if that's her. Going too fast. I just think there's a failure to communicate, is why. But communication is real important. Like I've talked about with the letter. Can't remember what they would call that, but it's a formula for a collection letter. And it's a formula for telling people things they don't want to hear. So, I need to start out with compliments and then sneak it in the middle, but you know, you could do this better. And then more compliments. I'm just not real good at taking the time to do that. When I worked for Pizza Hut, they really frustrating, because it was frustrating for everybody, okay? The people, the waitresses and waiters and stuff are taking care of the people out front. And then you've got delivery drivers who are trying to take care of the whole cotton picking community, okay? And I wonder if that's her or the neighbor. Must be the neighbor. So what was I going to say? I know I got distracted. Well, the point was, okay, I'd been there quite a while, and I knew how things worked. And they promised, because we got to where we did so well that they changed us from Pizza Hut to a Wing Street, which they changed everything. But they promised us there would be 2 ovens going, one for out front and one for delivery. So when the pizzas came out that go with the delivery orders, you know, we had not just ovens, we had people making the pizzas, okay? So delivery orders should be made by certain people, and the people out front should be made by the other ones. And then we don't have to get confused about where the pizzas go. But oh no. A million times. My pizzas that went from my deliveries that I'm waiting for, and the other ones are getting cold, were sent out front to somebody else. So yeah, pissed off. No kidding. Nothing like making a person's job so hard to do. And they promised. But oh no, they didn't keep their promise. And then the people that came in with the Wing Street just changed everything. They screwed everything up. We were the ones who earned it. We were the ones who made $1 million in sales and deliveries and whatever. And then they come in and change everything and tell us we can't do things the way we did. And then the people that are already working there, you know, they got it in their head how they're supposed to do things. They don't want to change. But unless they're out there doing deliveries, you're trying to get all your pizzas together so you can get out the door and get to somebody. And then you got other deliveries to do too. And they're all over the damn town. You know, it's not like they're right next to each other. That wasn't very nice one night. I mean, yeah, they told me I couldn't be a waitress because I can't control myself. It was a time when it was a blizzard outside, okay? We had snow, we had ice, we had everything. And I'm supposed to go out and frickin' deliver pizza in that? Right there, they should have never offered that. When the weather is bad, you stop. But that's when everybody wants you to bring it. So then I'm out delivering and delivering and delivering. It took me an hour to get to somebody because I had all these other deliveries in front of them. And I got to their place, and they've been trained. The people in Perryton, Texas were trained. Just bitch. If you bitch, you'll get your order free, okay? So I get to their place, and they're standing out waiting for me, and they're freaking out, giving me a bunch of lip. That was not the time to do that. You think that it's easy to go driving out in the ice and snow and then getting out of your vehicle and going way up to their door at their pizza delivery, which could be 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 pizzas. I'm going to say a bad word because I'm going to tell you what I said to them. Don't you fucking yell at me. I'll be damn glad you got your pizza. Yeah, I heard about that because they went in and they called and they told them all about that, you know. But who gives a damn? Who cares about the delivery driver out there going through hell to get you your delivery? And you've been trained. If you bitch, you'll get that order free. And cold pizza's good too. Besides that, you got an oven you can heat it up in. So you people out there, when the weather's bad and you know it, then you should accept the fact that they're late. Because it's not normal situation. It's not normal conditions. And if you have to leave the building, we'll say 6 deliveries, okay? Well, first of all 6 of those deliveries need to be made and put together. And then they're too busy sending your pizzas out to the front with people in the dining area. But you can't even get out the door. So tell me, am I supposed to take that bullshit? No. And I did for 7 years, okay? I delivered pizza for 7 years. And not just 1 shift a day, but 2. And not just 5 days a week, but 6. And sometimes more. Because, you know, your 2 weeks would butt up against each other. It depended on who else was available. But the whole point is, people, you need to be nice. And whoever is out there promising they'll be there in a certain amount of time, well, you're about stupid. That's not a good way to do business. And you don't train the whole town. Yeah, just bitch and you'll get your order for free. You gonna make any money that way? You're gonna keep employees that way? Yeah, after a few incidents, I couldn't drive in the snow anymore. I mean, I'm driving down the road, and I'm in a 4-wheel drive, driving down the road with pizzas. And I didn't do anything wrong, because I know how to drive in the snow. But the next thing you know, I flipped a U and I'm on the curb on the other side. Because the ice did it, I didn't do it. So yeah, I have my opinions. When the snow hits and it's bad outside, everything should stop. You shouldn't be expected to be to work. You shouldn't be expected to go out and deliver a bunch of pizzas when it's dangerous. And the people that'll do that, I guess, they get what they get. Thank God I didn't hurt myself with that one deal where I flipped a U-wing. And it was a wide road. I'm on one side, and next thing you know, I'm clear on the other side and up against the curb. Thank God there wasn't a car in the way, or I would have smacked it. All right, so I'm excited. I'm just a little excitable. I'm a sweet person, but I can be mean. You know, and I can change on a dime. I don't know what that really means, but the point is, you can change in a matter of minutes or seconds. Depends on how I'm talked to. You talk to me mean, you get mean back. You talk to me sweet, you get sweet back. No, I need to blow my nose. Well, I just came in the door, I'm going to shut it. That girl never came, and I know it's got to be almost 11. Blow my little nose. So people, what did I discuss during this walk and this talk? I started out with that. It's like Metamucil. but it's the Equate brand. And I'm going to try that because fiber is important for a lot of reasons. It'll help you not eat so much. But not that. I don't eat very much. It's just, I'll get rid of that light. I mean, really, I don't. Maybe that's the problem. I should eat more. But you need to eat balanced meals, okay? I looked up the meaning of a diabetic. It hasn't been recent, but I remember it saying, a person who does not eat balanced. It might have said diet. I'm not sure if it said diet or meals, but the point is, hang on. You need to sit down and have a meal. And they had this, when they gave the class, it was not just one class. I took about, I think there was 6 classes. And they talked about that. Portion size is important. Like the teacher said to me, and it took me a long time to figure that out. I mean, it went in one ear and I didn't understand. But she said, you know, when you're eating a yogurt, instead of eating the whole thing, eat half of it and put it back in the fridge and come back to it later, okay? Don't give yourself a massive meal at one time. Now, I'm gonna pick on my dad, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that match. He was the oldest of 8 children. And when they sat down to dinner, when they were kids, okay, probably the fastest got the mostest. I don't know. But all I know is Dad cannot slow himself down. When it is time to eat, he eats. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Maybe he's a little better now because I don't feed him a lot of stuff. But if he's out and there's good food and stuff, what I always notice is that sucker's eating. Like it's a race. So you spend all this money on this lovely food, and then you devour it, when really you should take your time and savor it. Savor that wonderful taste, you know, and don't bombard your system with all that food at one time. Not good. You know, smaller meals, more meals will be fine. Every 2 hours, eat a little something, you know, but don't devour a big old meal. And I do think it's important, the fiber. And that I was going to tell you is they put out a plate. They didn't put out a plate. They had a plate up on a chart, okay, divided up into sections. And they had a half a potato, a half of a baked potato. And I said, why is there a potato on that? You know, because you're not supposed to have potatoes, carbs. Well, she said, notice it's a half a potato, and you have it with meat and vegetables and all the other things. You have it all together, okay? And then they mix together in the digestive system, and then it stops the sugar spikes. Now, one of their slogans is give fruit the boot. Okay, if you got a problem with your blood sugar, you can't be having a whole lot of fruit. But it is better to eat the fruit than to have juice. And that's one of the things I've done wrong. I've been juicing because my naturopath told me to, because I had no teeth and I have no gallbladder. So she said I have very little digestive acids to take care of digestion. And when you are, she called it masticate or something like that, when you are chewing up your food, which you're supposed to do a bunch, not just a little, it creates saliva. I don't know, it creates the digestive thing that it needs, okay? It tells your stomach, hey, food's coming, get ready, where's the juice? Just giving you some thoughts, okay? So 2 bad things for me was having no teeth and having no gallbladder. So, you know, those people that tell you, oh, gallbladder doesn't do anything, bull crap, it does too. It controls the bile. The bile is released from the gallbladder to help digest your food. And have you ever tasted bile? Oh my God. Because before my gallbladder was taken out, I suffered probably about 3 years. And all of a sudden I would be throwing up in the middle of the night. All of a sudden I'd wake up and have to. I would have this, it was like my food had sat in there and grew and grew and grew. And I knew the only relief is to, you know, I had to throw it up. So I would make myself throw up. But at the end, it was bright yellow. I don't know if you call it canary yellow, but it was a bright yellow. And it's acid, and it burns. Just telling you what bile looks like. So the gallbladder holds the bile and releases the bile as it's needed. Well, with no gallbladder, you don't have that. You don't have a controlled system there. And the gallbladder is attached, I believe, to the liver. Okay, and your liver's got to work and work and work. And from what I understand, it's got a little teeny tiny portal that the stuff goes through, so you got to be careful of the size. You know, like my the Rick Simpson oil, the black tar. Yeah, they're saying to eat it, but if you don't have a gallbladder, I think that's not good, because the particles, it said the particles are too big. The oil particles are too big to go through the hole. For some of us, that is, okay? Because I did try putting it in capsules and taking it that way, but what it did was it just sat in my stomach. And the reason I know that is after a while, I mean days and days, I threw up all that stuff. And all those capsules and things came out. So no, it didn't get into my system. But that's me. If I'd have had my gallbladder, I'm sure that bile would have taken care of that. So maybe, you know. But they also say that taking your medicine orally with Rick Simpson oil or cannabis oil, as someone pointed out. I've seen cannabis oil, didn't look like Rick Simpson oil to me. And I didn't like the way it smelled. So it's best to make your own or find someone that you trust that can make it. But the point is, I made it so that I can rub it on my skin and it goes right in and it's in my bloodstream. I need to just rub it all over my whole body. And I know from experience that what I'm saying is true, okay? I literally felt my blood rushing through my body because I overdosed. I think maybe someone's here, let me see. If you go back and listen to all my videos, you'll hear about that. I don't see anybody. There is a car across the street though. Maybe I better go in and see if she's here. Listen, I know, repeat and repeat. I know I've told you things before, it's just that I don't know who's listening. And you might only hit one of my videos and not the rest. So it's important. Okay. Just want to make sure if she's in here or not. Ah, she's here. What time did you get here? What time did she come?
She just came in.
Dad was expecting you at 10 to 3.
It's all right.
That's what he was expecting.
She didn't get the message.
That's what I was saying. I've been talking to these people on my channel. I said, I bet you she's still thinking Friday. But communication is it. Okay. All right. You guys do your thing.
You're going to be in a free, right?
Anyway, love the confusion. So I will probably have to go. But at least we had a talk and we had a walk. I gave you some good words. And some bad ones too, I guess. But you know, whatever I tell you guys, it's like, take it for your good. Maybe it'll help you. You know, like the letter or the way to tell somebody something. And I started to tell you about that at Pizza Hut, okay? Yeah. I got in trouble because I would be too quick to tell people what to do without saying please and thank you. Just get it done, you know, because I was telling them what needed to be done. And then, what else? She did say, the manager did say, after I'd been off a few days or whatever, she says, it is true. Things run a lot smoother when you're here. But you got to go through all the problems before they even know it. And yeah, I do have a hard time controlling myself. When someone's mean to me, I'm mean back. And that's why Jesus said, turn the other cheek. But it's not so easy. A lot of things are instantaneous, you know. They just happen. So try to keep yourself out of bad situations. And that doesn't always work either. But anyway, I guess I better go take care of business. It's been 40 minutes. That's not bad. Those of you with high blood sugar, there's going to be more and more people with high blood sugar because of the way we eat. And it's not just the way we eat, it's the things they put in our food, okay? Like preservatives. Food's got to last so long on the shelf. From the time it leaves the harvest, I'm talking about fruits and vegetables, times it leaves the harvest till it gets to the store and then on. Who knows what they put on that stuff? So make sure you wash it off. In the end, we all need to be growing our own food. And the end is close. So, come spring, think about it. Start growing some food. Don't go massive. You don't have to be massive, but you know, just 3 or 4 good tomato plants will give you plenty of tomatoes. And if you have extra, share with your neighbors or put them up. You know, find a way to put them up. Tomato juice is excellent. Anyway, and eating. You can't go without eating either. That's a problem. I remember when I first had such a high blood sugar, I'm going, oh my God, I'm just not going to eat nothing. But you can't do that either. So try the fiber, try the product that I showed you. And do that not just for blood sugar, but you know, regularity, controlling your appetite. If you have a horrendous appetite, you know, and you're just starving to death, add the fiber with your food. Take it, you know, 15 minutes before you eat. Let it be in there getting bigger, and so it's taking up room, and then you won't eat as much. You won't be as hungry. And that is a problem, because sometimes you're just hungry, and food does not satisfy you. I have a relative like that. And I can understand that, because when you're hungry and you get sick when you're hungry, then it ain't cool. And I'm being called, so I gotta go. See you soon. Happy trails.